What's going on, guys? Seth here. This is the video I promised I'd do for Eric. Sorry I ain't got a better uh, video station, whatever you want to call it, for this. I'm just on the floor, but it should work for what I'm trying to do. There's going to be some backstory and probably some me just running my mouth on this sword. So if you guys don't want to watch probably about a 10-minute video, you can go ahead and close it, or you can bunny hop ahead, whatever you want to do. So we're going to start out with the basics. This is a Kaneie Black Wasp I got from Paul. I won't say his last name. Protection of privacy and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think he really cares if I give his last name out. Good guy on Facebook, on Completely Katana. I've been eyeing this piece on Cult of Athena forever. They were never available by the time I got into buying live swords, or real swords as I want to call them. I've used it quite a bit, not really on anything except just bottles and just pool noodles. And when I say a bit, because it's the only sort I had for a while, which honestly wasn't that much compared to my other ones I had. So we'll start with the Saya. In the video that Paul sent me, you guys saw that video. It was I think it was called Grail Sword Incoming. He had a purple Sageo on it. I want to say when he sent it to me, it didn't have one, or it was just a generic one. I can't remember. But I ordered a leathered one from Josh from Cottontail Customs. If you guys don't know Josh, he's a very good Skamaki who basically just means he can put a Skamaki work on a katana like nobody's business, and his work's unparalleled. I mean, as far as Americans. Anyway, moving along, we have leather Ito or Skamaki work on the sky here. I told Eric I was going to break out my tape measure, which I will. So we're going to hook it in right there at the top. So we're right at 10 inches on the sky if you count the Kashira. Now I might have to put my phone down a couple of times just to get the right angles, because I don't want to use this metal to scratch up the blade. So for right now, we're at 10 inches on the sky. So here we go. Just hold on just a minute. Just bear with me, because I will have to lock the tape measure so I'm not touching the blade. Alright. So it kind of moved around after I took my hand off of it. But what I got was right at probably a good 29-inch Nagasa if my hands are working right and this thing is wanting to cooperate. Like I said, I apologize for all this shit. And that's counting the Hibaki. It's right at 29 and there's a roach right there. Get on somewhere. Thank my ex for that. That's going to come into topic later on. Anywho, so we had the blade length and we had the sky length. So I get this tape measure to roll back. Alright, next I'm going to give you guys the width of the blade from this way, not from the back. So once again, I'm going to put the phone down. So you guys, once again, just kind of bear with me, please. I'm going to do it from the spine so we're not scratching the edge or touching the edge. So I'm not going to even try to guess what that is. This looks like it's 1 and a 8. I don't know, but there it is for you guys to see. It's the same width all the way down the blade. So we're going to pick that up carefully. So what we got? We got 10-inch sky. We got 29-inch Nagasa or blade length. We got I think it was like 1 and an 1/8, 1 and something on that end. Now this is going to be kind of tricky because I got to get the spine. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I may just measure it and leave the measuring tape at the mark so I'm not dropping the sword on my foot or anything. So let's do that next, okay? Once again, you guys bear with me. Kind of an amateur at doing shit like this. I'm not that great at it. Alright, so the metal's kind of blocking the width of the spine, but it's right there. So it's not even, let's see, what is that measurement? Hold on again. I'm so sorry. Looks like it's about, this is brilliant design, by the way. They put the damn shit over it. It's like it's a little over a quarter of an inch thick in the spine. From what I can tell, just going off of how this metal thing is blocking the actual measurements. Point of balance, I may be able to do this with one hand. Let's see. As I said, she's kind of a heavy girl. So that's where my finger is, where it's balancing. Once again, I'm going to put my phone down and try to get that measurement for you guys. I'm trying to do as in-depth as I can, but God dang it, don't want to cooperate. So point of balance is right at about 6. It's almost 7 inches. That's where I left off. It was somewhere in there. But like I said, it's kind of hard to get because I'm doing this one-handed. I want to oil this up again because it is T10. It will rust. So pretty much right about there somewhere is where the POB is. So, all right. As far as weight, I don't have a scale that'll measure this accurately. I don't have like a food scale or anything like that. It's a little end heavy, but it's controllable. It kind of reminds me of the way the bamboo mat felt from Hanwei. It's a little top heavy, but that's a good thing because when you get it going, you have that extra weight to get into the targets. And speaking of getting into targets, the way this thing came as far as the edge, this is the sharpest object in my home. Nothing is as sharp as this, but the only thing that kind of compares to it is maybe a razor blade that I shave my face with, like an actual like Gillette razor, or my Spyderco PM2, which, you know, the blade is really thin. But this is an actual katana, so the blade, I'm trying to zoom in, it not want to cooperate. But I've always said on these swords, you can have it very sharp. You can have it to where it'll shave. But how will it cut? That is the actual question. And it's the geometry. It's the way the blade is shaped and formed. Excuse me. That will give it that crazy, stupid, you know, lightsaber effect to it. And my phone's going into low battery mode, so I'm going to have to end this soon. I think it's at 10% now. But it has Hidori polish on it. I got to remember what that means. I don't remember what it means. You got a very, very deep fuller right here, starting out there and ending at the Hibaki, or if you want to say it starts here and ends right about there. Not even halfway through the blade, just to cut down on some of the weight. And then you have that reverse fake edge, which also cuts down on the weight. I really wish Kaneie would come back because they had some of the best blades from what I can understand and see. These things are just put together so great. You know, snag the damn curtain. I found this when I was cleaning up the house earlier. There's just a black curtain laying around. But you got double pin Makugi. You got that beautiful Manuki ornament. You got the Suba, which is great. It's beautiful, unique. The Hibaki perfectly fits the blade. It's not like some of the other ones I got. Even the Shukasugi one, you got a huge gap there. And there's only a gap here because of the fuller here. Other than that, I mean, you can't have it dent in to match that. So, I mean, other than that, it perfectly matches the blade. I've never disassembled this. I have no reason to. But even at this angle, you can see the curvature of the scar. I'm trying not to drop it on my foot or anything. The leather is not completely rough to where it feels like it's, you know, grippy, but it's not slippery like you're holding on to glass, if that makes any sense. If I had to guess on this piece, I would say it weighs in the 2.5 pounds, maybe almost under 3 pounds, somewhere in there. So between 2.5 pounds to 3 pounds is where this thing's at. At least just you know, all the way it feels. There was a spot on there. You can see I had to take it off with a rust pad. There's a little bit of blemish right there, and I think there's one on this side too. But other than that, this sword's perfect. It has never failed me on any cut I've ever tried to do. I can't even name a sword that can do that. And I guess I'll end the video here. And with part 2, I'll explain the history of it, how I got her, why she survived the fire sale. We'll just call it that. And we'll go from there. But next time it's going to be story time, not just, sword porn. Sai is done very nicely. Buffalo horn, no crappy should have done me crap. It's great. It does smudge just like most Sai do. But I'll be back next time, probably later tonight once I charge up my phone, and we'll have the history of why I kept this. What it means to me, why it's special, what I went through with it. As far as from a personal in my life type standpoint. But anyway, I've done rambled almost 12 minutes. Eric, hope this video has been informative for you. One more shot of that. Let's see if we can clean that up a little bit. There we go. But she's my favorite sword ever. And that's it. We'll see you guys in part 2. Peace.